Okay, welcome to the replay of the ANZCRL North American Ferrari Challenge Series. This is round 3 at Laguna, Seca. And after the first 2 rounds of the 4-round leg of the Ferrari series, we had Sato 15 leading the championship on 76 points, with Illogical Sports in second on 73, only 3 points arrears. Commander Jim was in third position on 66 points. That's 10 points off the lead from Sato 15, with Dodo Racer in fourth on 59 points. And then Night Havoc in fifth, tied with Woody Lizard on 54 points. Yes, Benny's out was on 52 points, but he didn't attend the last 2 rounds. Either did Dark Racing 40, who was 8th in the championship on 33 points. But joining us for the final 2 races of the North American leg, it was a welcome back for Whopper, who qualified on 3rd on the grid here at Laguna Seca. And we've also had the privilege of having Maddie Seeking 27 as well in this very tigerish livery. I think there's a tiger print there at the front. You can see some tiger eyes on that Ferrari. So we'll see how that purple tiger machine goes for these 2 races that we had last night. So when I say last night, sorry, it wasn't last night. It was on Sunday night. I'm on to Tuesday, so sorry about that. But here we go. We had Dodo Racer on pole position. Logical Sports again on the front row in that yellow Ferrari. As we said, Whopper on his return straight up there, second row, the grid alongside the championship leader of Sato 15. Maddie Seeking, as we've seen before. Woody Lizard 6 in the probably the worst looking Ferrari if you've seen. Commander Jim is in 7th, and Night Havoc, the man that was very consistent there the previous round at Sonoma, where we saw him finish in 4th position. So we'll see what Night Havoc can do in this race. As I said, it's qualified in 8th. I don't think he actually set a time there in the qualifying session either. So let's get to the start of this race. The famous corkscrew around here at Laguna Seca, and off we go. Dodo has jumped really well, but Illogical's fighting hard on the outside. Up they come over the rise. Oh, there's been a touch between a few of the guys. I think Commander, I'm not too sure who it was. We're trying to pick him up. It was not Commander Jim. Night Havoc. It was actually Sato. Obviously, he's taken some big damage there up over the rise, but we're looking at Whopper. A lot of pressure from Maddie Seeking behind, as is the leader from Dodo, Illogical Sports on Dodo. So Sato has lost out big time. The back of the pack. A Whopper into 3rd, Dodo in 1st, Illogical 2nd. There's that purple car. Oh, big little moment of a rough front brake lockup, I think, from Illogical. Now that's left him very vulnerable up into this fast kink here. What's he going to do? He's let Maddie go through. That's probably pretty wise as Maddie now climbs up the hill, putting pressure on Whopper as they come on down into this corkscrew for the first time. Look at the elevation. Look at the drop from that corner. Probably one of the biggest drops on a circuit around the world. Really lets your tummy go. And here comes Dodo, though, to complete the first lap in the lead here at Laguna Seca. Maddie Seeking taking a little bit of inside curve of the final corner, kicking up some dust for the rest of the field to contend with. Up over the rise is where Sato had a big moment, the opening lap. Oh, look at one of the braking. Oh, and Maddie's gone straight across everyone. Just avoided. Oh, there goes Illogical. Crazy moment from Illogical then. And he looks like he's crabbing away on the infield there, trying to get on the outfield. Trying to get back onto the circuit proper. That was a weird moment. We had Maddie absolutely sideways coming into the hairpin. Again, it looks like he's just the rear end's very unstable on that car. He's got Commander Jim all over him. Tiger eyes of Matty. Headlights are blazing here at Laguna Seca. Into the corkscrew we go again. Doing a good job out there up in third position, Matty. But up front, we've got Dado still holding off Whopper, who's looking very racy tonight. On this replay, I should say. But in the night, yep, he definitely was very racy here for round 3 at Laguna Seca. Right on the back of Dado. Just commenced lap 3 of 13. Oh, Dado. Car very nervous over the rise. A lot of pressure up front. Look at the whole pack just filtering through turn 1. Up the hill here, this blind little, hope that you get the corner right, this little left-hand kink. A lot of time to be gained, a lot of time to be lost as well if you get caught out on the outside of that circuit. Oh, Project Cars, the slippery grass really catches you if you get out there. Really pays to be very smooth and precise. It's going to be very costly. So again, Dado Racer doesn't seem to be too phased by Whopper behind him. It's been said when Dado has got a podium position, let alone first position of a race, he's very, very tough customer to pass, and he'll make sure you really earn any position made. And Whopper's doing everything he can here. Oh, has he got the crisscross done? No, Dado's still... Oh, but Dado's just hit the outside curb, but that shouldn't affect his run-in at all. Looked like he got the power down really well. Great battle up front, these two. All the others are just following as a train at the moment. With a few cars separating each of the cars behind. And this battle up front, though, has been pretty intense for these opening laps. Nice corner entry from Dado in this 77 Ferrari. Whopper doing just as good as well. He's in orbit, pretty much a white, fairly boring Ferrari, but tell you what, the marks on that is a lot better than my own car, as I think Commander Jim's getting under a little bit of pressure from his fellow mate in Night Havoc. A big battle for 4th position between these two. No love lost. Don't forget Commander Jim, 3rd in the standings at the start of this race. So he'll be wanting a nice little passage if he can, especially through to Matty Seca, who Matty's just seems to be coming into the clutches now of these two. He's actually been a bit slow the last opening sector of this lap. Let's see what he can do through, up the hill here, up through the corkscrew. Oh, Night Havoc again, just so patient, and he reaps the rewards, Night Havoc. Just places his car there. He doesn't get his car into risky positions. Good results have been coming Night Havoc's way lately, as has it with Commander Jim. But the battle back up front is really well and truly on. Again, Whoppers just can't find his way through. Tries the undercut, the up and over, but just can't quite make it stick. Working hard. These two haven't bothered about having their lights on. The rest of the pack behind them. As we can see in the background of these shots, they got their lights blazing. Looks like Whopper's just losing a little bit out of the fast little left-hand kink coming up the hill before the corkscrew. And then he gains a lot of time here in this final part of the circuit. Oh, Dado running wide. That means he's under a lot of pressure. Just pushing, getting every little inch of this racetrack he can. Look at this. What are we up to now on the start of lap 7 of 13, so halfway through. Still we have Commander Jim just in front of Night Havoc. But this battle here we go. Looks like Whopper's got a look down the inside. No, he doesn't. Thinks twice. Thinks the better option just to back it off just a little bit. There's still plenty in this race to go. Can he wear the old statesman out? That's what Whopper's trying to do. Tell you what, he's making sure that Dado does not put 1 foot wrong. And this is Whopper's actually 100th race start too with ANZCRL Combined Racing League. So a bit of a milestone for Whopper, and he's looking very, very good indeed at this stage of the race. He hasn't been moving the car around too much. We've seen Dado out on the dirt. As Dado used up his tyres a little bit more than Whopper. Will Whopper come in strong near the end of this race? Been a lot of movement around the circuit for Dado on this car. Matty Seeking still holding a very good third position. Oh, Whopper gets it a little bit wrong, but he's been able to pull it up. That was close. That was a moment there for Whopper. He could have seen everything gone before his eyes. He was lucky he got to pull that up. Again, we've still got Commander Jim just in front of Night Havoc. Oh, Whopper's now, maybe he needs to cool it a little bit. He's just pushing that little bit hard. Maybe a bit too hard at the moment, running it off the track. Got a brake marker on the inside of the circuit. That shouldn't be a problem for the guys. No need for any sort of safety car. There was no safety car in the series anyway. Oh, Dado has got the entry into corkscrew wrong. This has now opened the door for Whopper. He's down the inside. Oh, they're side by side. Will he get it around the outside of Dado here? This is going to be tough. The end of the track runs out of room very quickly, but Whopper has stuck it out there. He's got the inside for the final corner. Can he do the switch back Dado? No, he can't. So Whopper is now up into the leader for his 100th race here with ANZCRL, his 100th race start. And what a terrific move he did. He really sized up Dado after he made a mistake coming into the corkscrew. That's all it took. And Whopper now takes command of this race on lap 9 of 13. And he's now clicked his heels and he's almost pulling out close to a second lead from Dado Racer. We've seen Dado fairly fast through this little kink after this corner, the left-hand kink. on the run up to the corkscrew. No, he's gone a bit wide, so it looks like Whopper. He's been able to control that part to extend this lead on Dado Racer. Matty's Seeking doing a great job here in third position, holding out strong. And he's pretty much in the middle, running a little bit wide. They're starting to run wide, getting a bit ragged, some of these cars. Been running hard for a while. As we've got this battle here between Commander Jim and Night Havoc. Just brewing. And Matty Seeking. Who's he coming up to? He's catching up to Dado Racer. Dado is actually now, something's happened to, oh, who's off the track here at the moment? That's Sado. Sado's banged up. So Sado's now tucked in behind Matty with a loose bumper bar. Obviously he doesn't want to get involved in this fight in any way, because this here for position for the podium, for the final spots of the podium, second and third, is heating up with just 3 laps remaining. Oh, twitchy on the brakes from the rear end from Matty Seeking. Can he mount a challenge to Dado with these 3 laps remaining? Again, Commander Jim doing a good job in 4th position, with Night Havoc right behind him. And we have Woody Lizard, then Illogical Sports in 7th. And as we can see, Sado 15 in 8th, but a lap down. And it has to go without saying that Matty Seeking on controller 2 has been doing a really good job, as his wheel is being packed away. So he's got the thumbsticks working well tonight. I tell you what, Dado wouldn't be a happy man if someone on controller takes a podium spot off him. So Dado will have the grip between the teeth to have more finesse in the steering wheel than Matty, and making it hard if Matty does get close to the rear bumper bar of that. Oh no, that's not going to happen. The commentator's curse. Here we go. Matty Seeking. He's seen that for a couple of times now, with him actually being a little bit loose. Well, where's Woody Lizard coming? He's coming now into the corkscrew. Can he do anything and make a move on Matty? Is Matty damaged? The previous couple of laps we've seen Matty's rear of the car's been really twitchy on entry into the corkscrew. This time it's just caught him undone. So that now takes the pressure off Dado Racer, and it brings Commander Jim now into 3rd position. This is going to do his championship charge wonders. More than likely with Sado 15 was behind him in the championship race, but we have Illogical Sports, who's in 7th position, who was in 2nd. Commander Jim in 3rd, so you'd think that Commander Jim will leapfrog Illogical Sports at the end of this race for the championship, but Dado should still be out in front. Oops, so Sado's just backing away at the moment, letting these guys through as Whopper comes down the corkscrew. What a great race we've had here. So we haven't gotten the on board, so let's just quickly jump on board here for a lap. The final lap, we'll jump on board with Whopper. Just check the standings there. Make sure there's only that battle between Commander Jim and Night Havoc. But we'll try and catch that at the very end. But here we go up into turn 1. Some might call it turn 2 and 3. There's a little kink at the start. It's labelled as a turn. But here we go then into this tough little area of circuit here where you need to just keep the car flowing. Get a little bit of curb here on the inside if you can. Don't get too far out there and get onto the dirt because that'll be costly. Now this is cambered up this corner, this left-hander, so they can really push and punch out of this corner and it grips up. And then levels out the circuit here, but this is the hard bit. You just can't see your turning point until you're there. You sort of just dab the brakes, got to get that turning correct. Try and avoid getting out onto the dirt on the outside. As you can see here at Laguna Seca, not very grassy. It's a lot of dead grass, a lot of dirt. Very slippery surface here, and again this one's cambered in as well, so you get a good one, but then it seems to off camber on the exit too, so the cars do push out on that curb and you can say goodbye sometimes. But here comes on the second last corner, Whopper almost puts it into the wall by getting out wide, but here he comes to take victory. Whopper on his 100th outing here with ANZCRL comes home. We got Commander Jim. Actually a nice healthy lead over, or it was Dado Racer in second, sorry. And then we had Commander Jim, but he's extended that lead a little bit from Night Havoc. So something happened on the last lap there while we're on board. But Night Havoc comes home in 4th position with Matty with a wrecked nose, comes home in 5th. Woody in 6th. And then a Logical Sports, fair distance in 7th. Saddo's already finished there, a lap down in 8th position. But a great result by this man here. Whopper takes victory for round 3 of the North American leg of the ANZCRL Combined Racing League's Ferrari Challenge Series. Welcome back to racing's Whopper. And a good result. Dado's there showing his congratulations coming up behind him. What a great race that was between those two. But well-deserved victory to the Whopper. So there we go. The final results there, as we probably would have already known. Whopper first, Dado in second, Commander Jim in third, which will move him up second into the championship now. Night Havoc fourth, Woody Lizard in fifth, Matty Seeking in sixth, Illogical Sports in seventh, and Sado 15th in 8. So the two guys actually up into the pointy end of the championship series have faltered in this round 3 here at Laguna Seca. Open it up now for Commander Jim and Dado to go head to head at Texas Motor Speedway for the final race of this North American leg of the Ferrari series. So we won't be long, and we'll be there on the replay at Texas Motor Speedway for the final outing of these Ferraris before we go to the Race of Champions this Sunday. I've been your host, Woody Lizard, and driver that came home in 5th position here at Laguna Seca in this wonderful 113 Ferrari of San Francisco. So until we get to Texas, cheerio now.